Hello friends, how are you on this lovely day? I hope everything is going well. I hope you are blessed and highly favored, and I hope you are really ready to talk some serious business. So before we start into that, I'm going to oil up. First, I'm using my new favorite addiction. This is the Red Cedar Bliss, and they sent the all of the diamonds, the new oils as a just we love you, and it was so sweet, but they didn't have the actual labels yet, so they put on labels and they made us and they signed them, and they are absolutely the sweetest. Like, these are those memory oils you're going to keep forever. But if you have not experienced them yet, now the Season's Essential is lovely. This is our lavender, lemon, peppermint that we always used to tell everybody to use during the spring season with all the breathing and stuff, but they added extra goodness in here, and it is delicious. But I have to tell you about this one. This is the Red Cedar Bliss. I'm not going to go into all this stuff. This is all I'm going to tell you. Ready? And under the tongue, let it absorb. Woo! Oh, friend. I need you to feel what I just felt. This stuff is amazing. This is all about feeling that zen, whoo, immediately. It is so calming. Cedarwood is one of the ones that I use as a single on its own, and I use it every night before bed because it just quiets I don't know about you, I'll lay down for bed and my thoughts will just start racing. They will be making a list of everything I have to get done, 100 miles a minute. And cedarwood just quiets all of that, so you can focus and like go to sleep, or focus and do the thing. So if you're one of those that pop, my brain is always just 100 miles a minute, and this is cedarwood like on steroids. It's just the one, you guys. It is my new just addiction. I can't stop. And the funny thing is my dog, we've got a boxer, and she is absolutely in love with this one. Like, every time I open it up, she's usually right there. And I was rubbing it on my feet last night, and she's trying to lick between my toes. I'm like, get your own. But she absolutely loves it. So try the new oils. They're amazing. Brian loves the Season's Essentials. He's all over that. But oh, cedarwood has always been a baby. And now they added so much other goodness to it. I'm in love. So that's what I'm using right now. It's what's in my diffuser. I put it in there. I added the Red Cedar Bliss to my frankincense and my abundance. That's what I typically have going in my office. Sometimes grapefruit and other ones, but I got my Red Cedar Bliss in there, and I love it. So I can't get enough. So today I have like so many things I want to talk. If you can see my pile, my messy desk, it's very, very messy right now, because there's so many things that I want to fit into this. This is that 90-day reboot. This is that jump start. And this is for if you are brand new. So if you just enrolled, you've only been in, let's say you've been in less than 6 months. Let me know how long you've been in. Tell me 6 months, 5 months, 3 months, whatever. If you have been in for, forever. If you have been in forever and ever and ever, so you've been doing this for a long time, let me know. If you have been in for a long time and you've just decided that you want to start building, tell me that too. It really helps me to be able to focus on what I share and what I'm going to say. And this time I have it where I can see your comments. So hopefully I will be able to comment as we go along. So I can answer questions as we go, because that helps me to gear what I'm sharing. How about, have you been in for a long time, you built, you had a great group, and now you are starting, you feel like brand new, that you're starting over and you're doing a complete reboot, that you're starting from scratch, or you're starting with a group that maybe isn't doing much anymore. I'm sorry, you guys, I forgot to turn my phone down. I did that last week too. No disturb. There we go. All right, so that kind of helps me because then I'll know where you are coming from. And then do me a favor, please share. Right now, go in and hit share so other people jump in, because I think this is going to be an exciting call. I'm going to try to get it done in that, 30 to 45 minutes, but no promises, because I got a lot that I want to say. And if I want to say it, I need the time to be able to do it. So I'm just going to jump in with some stuff. So the list of stuff that I said we were going to cover today, I printed out my description so I'd make sure that I hit on everything, because I don't want anyone to be disappointed. So the first thing is, what are the most important steps for growth? So what do you have to do to grow? And I'm going to make this so simplistic that some of you are going to be like, that's it, I'm checking off. But to grow, you have to literally be introducing brand new people to Young Living. Now, I know that sounds really simplistic, but the truth is that's what it is. It will always be introducing it to a brand new person. And if you have been, maybe you have been for the past, since 2020, we've been home doing it all on the computer. And we're sharing our stuff, and we're sharing our stuff, and we're sharing our stuff. And maybe you're getting an enrollment here and an enrollment there. But I am telling you right now, that group of people, if you've been doing this for 15 years, in the last 4 years, you have been posting every day, continually, about Young Living, and you're not seeing new enrollments coming from it, it's because the group of people that are seeing your post are the same people. So those aren't new people anymore. Those are the same people over and over. And I'm not saying to stop sharing there. I'm not saying to change that at all. It is constantly seen over and over, help some people to be able to get in. But if you are looking for that growth, if you are looking for some new blood, who needs a few new people to enroll this week? Who would be happy with a new person this month? Like if a brand new person could enroll. In order to get a brand new person to enroll, you have to get the thing that you love. You love your oils. You are like me. You've got, right now, this is my addiction, but you got your own. The way you build is get the thing that you love in front of oodles and oodles of new people. New people. These aren't the people that are already on your team. These aren't your customers that you already have. We're going to talk about stuff you're going to do with them. I am talking to grow. You personally have to enroll brand new people. To enroll brand new people, you have to share your passion with a brand new audience, new people. So I'm going to ask you this. What is your sphere of influence? Who are the people that you are around? Are you right now only solely talking to people on Facebook and you're not seeing anything? Are you only showing stuff on Instagram? Are you only talking to the same 10 people at your church and you're like, everybody's already in? Then this is where you have to create a new sphere of influence. This is where you have to step out of your comfort zone. And I'm going to give you tiny bibbits. I am not going to tell you to go talk to 10 people a day. Y'all have heard that. I'm going to keep that inside my own heart. This is what I'm going to share. I want you to create the environment to be able to chat with new people. This is one of the things that I did, and I made it really big so you guys can see it. You'll be able to get these on my Shannon Hudson YL, and you can edit them, do whatever you want. But this is something, like I said, it's huge. Usually they're either 2 to a page or 4 to a page, so I can just carry them with me. I like to use, I like to use clips, and I keep them in my purse for lots of different things. So let me explain what this one is. So you already leave your house. At least I hope you do. We should not be still staying home and doing nothing. So when you go to the grocery store, when you go to a restaurant, when you go pick up dry cleaning, anywhere you go, these are going to come in really handy. So this particular one says aches and pains, we can help. Your body was designed and created to repair itself 100% of the time. If it gets the nutrients it needs, it can rebuild itself. We can help you identify your missing puzzle pieces. Let us help you thrive. Follow the link below, add items to your cart, and check out. Then shoot us a text, new, and we'll walk you through the process. So what this is this is a wish. This is the Oh my gosh, what is it called, you guys? The wish list that you can make on in your virtual office. You can go in and you can make a wish list for anything. So this particular one that I have says aches and pains, and it's a wish list. And then on here, I just picked a few of my favorite. The reason right here, this is our Cool Azul Pain Relief Cream, and it's a little bit on Cool Azul. Offers fast-acting relief from minor muscles and joint aches. See, I'm not going deep. I'm just giving them a bibbit. Ninja Red, clinically shown to increase physical energy levels, improve sleep patterns, and reduces daily stress. So it's a bibbit. It's a bibbit with a call to action. So I can be out and about. I can be chit-chatting with somebody, and I can see that somebody's got something going on. I can say, oh my goodness, and I can share something like a deep relief or the Cool Azul. I keep it in my purse like it's a lotion, and I can share it and let them just rub a little bit on how they love it. And so I don't have to enroll them right that second. I can let them know we're running a special, and this is a special I like to do. And I say we're running an April special if you want to go in and grab one or two of the things or anything that you wanted. I also have BLM is on here, and what else is on here? The Agiles offers nutritional support for bones, ligaments, and muscles. Promotes joint health by promoting healthy cartilage, joint flexibility, and mobility, and the body's healthy response to inflammation after exercise. So all I did for these descriptions, so you guys know, I legitimately copied them from Young Living's website on that product. So I know there are things that I am, it's okay for me to say. It's all 100% safe for me to say these things because it's in their description. So I just put it on here. I put the little wish link so they can just check that out. And then I gave them a couple of call to actions. So the call to action here is all new customers receive a free self-acupressure session after they place their first order. Text new below. So once they grab whatever it is that they want, and it'll go directly under me because that's what the little UPC does, or not UPC. Oh my gosh, you guys, the little thing guy right here. They can click on that and then they text me new, and I will set them up for the hand acupressure session that I do. If you don't know what that is, it is a free class that I do where they learn how to find all of the different pressure points on their hands, and then they can use their everyday oil kit to be able to apply those oils. So it's just a way for me to turn around. And the reason I like this one is because, y'all, everybody's got aches and pains. This gets me something that's very relevant. But in my purse, I also have one on seasonal sniffs. You know, we can help. And then it goes over a couple of the products and a wish list for them. I've got one for mood and energy. Again, it's a quick sheet. I usually do 4 to a page because they're smaller, and I can just hand them out and the people will keep them. So it's like them having a coupon for me. So the coupon is Shannon. They're getting a session where I'm going to show them how to use those great oils on their hands and be able to do the acupressure. Because here's the thing, when you're like, well, I don't know, not everybody knows about acupressure. No, but the people that are interested in health and nutrition, which are your target audience, those people are. And to be able to get that free session, that's a bonus. So that's a reason to go ahead and grab those with me versus just grabbing them on their own, because they have to use this link to be able to do that. I also have where it says, if you need more information before grabbing your supplies, shoot the text more and we'll reach out to answer your questions. Now here's the really cool thing. You could do stuff like this in any setting. So you can carry them with you. You can hand them out when you're out and about, because that's where the new people are. So if you're in nursery and you're taking care of kids and somebody in there is complaining about their back, what can you do? You may go, oh my gosh, girl, and you can share your Cool Azul or your peppermint or your wintergreen or whatever you like to use to help people get that nice warm feeling and be able to feel good. And then you can give them the flyer so they can hook up with that later. They can get the information later on their own time. They can do their own research. It takes them right to all their own stuff. So when I tell people share a flyer, share something, this is just another resource. So if you're not doing classes per se, you can share this. You can do it with absolutely anything. So I've got one for stomach stuff. I've got one for aches and pains, one for amazing cardiovascular health, because that we have cardio Gies, y'all. Cardio Gies, Ninja Red, Sulfurzyme, Omega Gies, all of those are listed for what it does for our cardiovascular system. So you can make a flyer. I should take all of the ones I have and make those so y'all can just input your own information. But it's quick resources. So if you're talking to somebody, you can do it. Now, you don't have to have, 15 different flyers. You can focus on one thing. So as a doula, so if I am out and about and I'm working in that area, then of course I'm going to have stuff about little kids. I'm going to have stuff about mamas. I'm going to have stuff about pregnancy. But it's the same kind of a setup, so it's an easy share with an easy follow-up for them. So those are things you can do. I also, when I'm out and about, so this is just getting yourself in front of new people and finding ways to do that. So I don't sample a whole lot where I just give a product. I like to just roll on my oils and help people get started. It's one of the things that I like doing. But if I am at a restaurant, I had really good service from a really sweet, outgoing waitress, right? Then I want to say on here, again, I've got a little card that's got the info that has one of the seals on it so that they can just take a picture of that and go right to my info with a wish list. So I like leaving them nitro. And my little thing in there says, you were amazing. I tip too. Make sure you're actually giving cash tips. But I say, you were so amazing. You had so much energy. Have a little boost of energy on me. And then it's a little bibbit on what Nitro does and where she can go grab some. And if you text new as a new customer, I give. And I have whatever my special happened to be for that. So those are things that is bringing new people in front of me, because we all stayed home. We weren't around people. We're just doing online, and I cannot tell you how to build a distributorship online. I have no idea how to do that. That is not my skill set. That is not where I built. But I can tell you that longevity in enrolling people in person, getting together with them and talking about their hand and where their pressure points are, it's building relationship. These are people that will stay with you for years and years and years. When I was saying a couple of weeks ago on our call, we were discussing the fact that, I was out sick, not doing anything for several years because I just couldn't. I was dying. But my checks still came. That is that longevity. That is building that, the relationships that are like this, the people that are going to be there forever and ever and ever. Amen. That's so important. And that happens in person. So how do you take that new thing, that new person, and turn them into stability? How do you get them to duplicate? Because I am telling you, network marketing is all about duplicating. It doesn't matter if it works. It matters if it's duplicatable. It matters if somebody else can do the same thing. Can somebody else hand somebody a flyer that already describes all the stuff? Absolutely. Anybody can print that off and do it. Anybody can. They tell you their sister's cousin's uncle's brother needs XYZ. You can literally hand them a flyer for XYZ and say, here, let's get them that. And then it's so easy for them to duplicate. So part of that duplication process, a piece of it, that I feel is so important is when I am first talking to a new person. So they either texted back new, or I met them and I rubbed that cool azul on their back and they were like, oh, I love this. And they had questions and we sat down and talked. To me, it is so important to start putting in their head a vision of Young Living being a part of their world. Like if I am sharing my lemon essential oil, y'all know my saying, y'all. Some of you, if somebody knows it right now, type it before I say it, because I will send you a bottle of lemon for it. But I get out my oils and I share my oils and I take my lemon and I put a couple drops in my hand. I hand it to them and I say, go ahead, put some in your hand. This right here is lemon. This one is that. There you go, Julie. You get that free bottle of lemon. Get with me afterwards. You take that lemon and you say, this is happy in a bottle. Now, I didn't go, is there so much more about lemon? You guys, I could probably teach for an hour to 2 hours on lemon itself, on the constituents that are in lemon, on what it does, on what the proof that it has been shown on what it accomplishes. I could speak for so long on all the different ways you can use it. You can get stickers off. You can put it in your water, what it's doing for the liver. I could do all that, but I need this duplicatable. I need this simple. I need it so simple that the minute we are done, they can turn around and do the same thing. When I say, it is happy in a bottle. Is that easy to repeat? You bet your bippy. It is so easy, and you need your people to do easy. So that brand new person, I said, this is happy in a bottle, man. Everybody needs a little happy, don't they? I want you to see, what is my head doing when I say that? Do you see what it's doing? It's nodding. When you nod, do you know it instinctively? I bet some of you, when I was saying it's happy in a bottle and I'm nodding, I bet you were nodding with me, because it is instinctual to nod back. That nodding gets people in agreement with us. We are so inundated with so much negative. I need to help them get into agreement. And so I'm nodding. This is happy in a bottle. Everybody needs a little bit of happy, don't they? And they'll smile and they'll be, oh yeah, sure they do. That smells amazing. And I'll say, I bet you somebody popped in your head right now that needs a little bit of happy, didn't they? And they'll go, oh yeah, oh my goodness, my sister, she needs some serious happy. And I'll go, oh my gosh, why? What's happening with your sister? Now notice, I segued from, I wish I had some lemon. How do I not? I'm going to play with Citrus Fresh. So I segue from talking about the lemon, which she is now breathing, and we're talking about it, and she's thinking about her sister who needs a little bit of happy. And I say, oh my gosh, why does your sister need happy? What's going on in her world? And then I let her talk for as long as her little heart desires about her sister and her sister's situation and what's happening with her sister. And she says, oh, my sister, Julie, did this, and she's been going through this, and it's been just heartbreaking watching the whole process. And I go, oh, that is incredible, man. You are so going to be able to help your sister. Julie is going to love the lemon. Now we also have, I want you to know that phrase, that moment, I immediately, from her breathing the lemon, she has not decided to get in, nothing. I put in her head the thought that she's going to change her sister's life. Notice I didn't say Young Living's going to change your life. I didn't say I'm going to be able to help your sister. So, you are so going to change your sister's life. And this is an important phrase. This is an important thought process, because in that moment, she'll, I'm going to be able to help my sis. You really think this will help my sister? I want you to really understand the importance. And I also want you to remember the sister's name. She said Julie, my sister Julie, and she told you the story about her. You need to remember that. But you're going to move right past it, and you're going to talk about the next thing. Whatever few things you're talking about. You'll find when I'm enrolling a brand new person, I only go over maybe 5 or 6 oils in that conversation before we get them their oil kit, because it can become overwhelming. They go on information overload, and my information is always short and to the point. So I'll let them try the peppermint. I'll be, oh my goodness, you have got to try this. This is our peppermint. This is going to come in that kit that I just told you about. This right here, and I hand it to them. I want them to learn how to do what? Shake those oils, use the oils, and share the oils. I want them to duplicate. When you are talking about duplication, that's the key. It's got to be simple. So I say, take that peppermint, you're going to rub it around in your hands. Then I want you to just deep breathe that in. And I usually make a joke. I like, hold it. And they giggle and they laugh, because laughter does good like a medicine, and it changes the vibration. And they breathe it in, and then here we go. We're going to nod again. That peppermint is amazing. Can you feel that going in? There is only one answer to can you feel that. Do you guys remember the first time you breathed in peppermint? Whoa, you could feel it all through you. Most people will cough. It's their first time, like, oh yeah, you can feel that going everywhere, can't you? That stuff is amazing. You're going to want to breathe that in every single morning. Anytime you're starting to feel a little energy lag, grab your peppermint, breathe it in. And then if you're hot or you're having hot flashes, you can rub that peppermint back your neck, rub it on your chest. If you're getting any aches and pains, oh, it warms up so good. You can rub it on those knees, rub it on your back. Oh, it's just amazing. What do you love about that peppermint? Okay, again, was that deep? No, I gave them a 2-second bibbit on what they can do with their peppermint. I also did something really important. I said, when you get yours, you're going to rub it on every single morning when you wake up. You're going to rub it on when you feel that lag, when you're feeling the energy go on. You're going to rub it on if your knees are feeling tight or your back or whatever the conversation is. What was the phrase? What's the phrase in there that I am repeating? When you get yours, and you're going to rub it on. Because I'm putting in their head the thoughts that, okay, when mine comes in, I'm going to take that peppermint and I'm going to put that on every single morning. We want to instill that habit. And again, what was it? Really duplicatable. That was easy. Can anybody open up the lid of a peppermint? Can anybody shake that? Can anybody say, here, breathe that in? And then it's duplicatable. It's setting in their brain a memory, a thought process. Do you understand how wonderful and easy that is? And then when you're talking about rub it on those knees, if they're like, oh my gosh, you'll see on their face, look at people, listen to people, and they're like, oh, and I go, oh, do you get aches and pains? And they're going to be, no, not me, but my brother. My brother has blah, 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 blah. And you're going to listen to what? What do they say about the brother? What is the brother's name? What is the need? And you're going to end it with, this is why we got together. You are so going to be able to help your brother, your sister with the happy, your brother with the knees. This is so exciting. And then I move to the next. So I think what happens for most of us is we're so intent in hoping that we can get somebody to please, for the love of God, just buy something. I don't care, just buy a deep relief. I just need one customer. And the difference, the duplication part, is hearing who they already know that already needs the stuff without me saying the words. So who do you know that needs? I didn't have to say that. I already know Julie's name. I already know Fred, her brother's name. We already know people. So when we get to the end and I'm having them fill out the application, I say, we so got to get together with your sister and be able to tell her about that lemon. What do you think about Tuesday? We can meet for coffee and see if your sis wants to join us. See, I didn't have to say, let's have a party, let's build a business, let's none of that. Instead, we've already talked about her sister. We know her sister needs some lemon. We're going to talk to her sister. She's so going to change her life. We know her brother. The conversations that I have. So if I'm talking to somebody and it was Cool Azul on the back and I'm like, oh my gosh, you know what else? We've got a drink called Nature Red. Nature Red is amazing. It is like this whole body infusion, and we're talking energy. You're going to take 2 ounces every single morning and maybe 2 ounces in the afternoon. And this is going to help get that flexibility that we're supposed to have. Your day feels so good. And we've got something called Agilese. Agilese is to die. This one is amazing. This is all about your bones and your ligaments and your joints and getting that fluidity it's supposed to have so that those joints move and they don't when we're doing stuff. And I'm saying the same conversations. You know other people that have those tight knees or that tight back. Because during the conversation, before I enroll them, we're talking about who they know without asking them to tell me who they know. Because people love talking about themselves. And what will happen is it becomes duplicatable because they so easily were able to share with that first 3 or 4 people. My goal for anybody when I enroll them, I know they start out as a customer, and I know some of you guys are saying, but what about the brand partner kit? That's a $15 easy slide. We're going to talk about how that slide happens. But even if they're just a customer in that first little bit, I am still talking about who they know. I'm still going to go with them to talk to their sister and their brother and their aunt and their uncle. And we're still going to do the same thing. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to say, listen, Carol, I am so excited that your sister's going to be using stuff with you. This is a huge partnership. We need to make sure we go in and grab a $15 brand partner kit, because then you're going to get paid $75 on this one and you're going to get paid $100 on this one, because that upfront money, that fast start bonus and our start living kit bonus, this automatically makes it where it's no big deal to do the 15. We're complicating this. People want to tell other people what's happening. We're just not equipping them with a way to do it. We're not helping them to do it easy. I do on Tuesdays, every Tuesday, I do big in-depth classes on our products where I break down every nitty-gritty, every little piece. But I don't tell new people any of that. New people don't need all that. New people need to know that Thieves is astounding. This is going to become such a huge part of your life. Our Thieves essential oil is this great blend of oils that just smells like fall. You're going to love it. It's cinnamon and cloves, but it is going to help your whole family stay strong and healthy year round. You can mix it in with other stuff. We've got an entire cleaning line based on this amazing Thieves product, and I'll go for 2 or 3 seconds on it. I'm just saying this needs to be simple. It needs to be just a part of what you do everywhere you go, and we need to make it so simple. You will never see me, even in classes you come to, you never see me with, a ton of paperwork that I'm like, oh, here, go research, go look at this. And you don't see that. You never see that. Do you know why? Because I know full well most people. Do you know why most people do something? Most people are like, oh, I like you. I'm just like you. I like you. I'm like you. And if you like that, I'll probably like that. I'll say that again. I like you. So if they know, they trust you. I like you. I am so like you. You're relatable. I'm an everyday person. I am Shannon, just like this everywhere I go. It does not change whether I'm on stage, whether I'm talking to you right here, whether you see me in a restaurant. Same person. I'm relatable. So they like me. They're like me. I do that too. Oh my gosh, I say I'm just like that. I'm like you. So if I like you and I'm like you and you like that, I'll probably like that. So they don't need all of the science. Now there's a small percentage of the population that wants all of that stuff, but that's not the majority of people. It just isn't. So learn to speak to the majority of people and just tell them what you love and what you like, and then share, even if you're doing it online, you are an online sharing kind of girl. That is amazing. But you know what you really should be sharing? Sharing 1,000 posts or all the specials that Young Living's doing. If you've got a big team, share it to your team. But for most people, they just want to see what you're doing with it. They're like, okay, it's like $150. I don't even know if I'll use that stuff. So if you talk about when you brush your teeth, how much you love your Thieves toothpaste, it's been fantastic, what it's done for you, how your gums are looking so better, or how your dentist said it was fantastic, or how you just love the flavor of it, it's good. Or you opened up your new oils and you're like, oh my gosh, my dog absolutely loves this stuff. Look at he's so cute. And you share a picture of you and your dog. Y'all know I shared that the other day, right? I had some people that aren't in Young Living that have still been friends with me for a long time that commented on that. That's what you're looking for. I share picture when I'm cooking with my oils. I share what I'm doing with my product. It's not an advertisement over and over and over, because people don't care. People, they want to know, will I really use this? Is this going to be of value to me? What would I do with it? So if I'm talking about using it on my dog and they've got dogs, I'm like, I never knew you could use it on dogs. That's super cool. What else do I do with dogs? If you've got somebody and you're talking about your digize, you went out to eat, it did not settle right. I grabbed my digize. I've been using that. I use a little tummy jize, but I think I prefer the digize. I'm going to grab some of my enzymes too. That's relatable. Do you think any other people ever eat a bunch of crap and wish they wouldn't have? You bet your baby. Digize, tummy jize, the enzymes, making sure we have them so that we can rebound when we do the stupid things, right? You know what? I went out to eat and it was awful. I grabbed my common sense because I knew I was not going to make good choices when we were in the pizza restaurant. I had to get my common sense so I could actually make a good choice when I was looking at the menu. Then afterwards, I didn't make a good choice. I had to use common sense to take care of the problem that I had. It's just learning. If you're going to share online, and that's where you're choosing to build, make sure you're sharing relatable content, not just repeating the same thing somebody else has been posting all over. Posting pictures of our sales is not the way. Posting a picture of the Red Bliss cute picture of our new stuff to your team, excellent. Talking about what you did with your season essential and how much you are loving it. Or there's a new one that just came out, it's our season's essentials, and I am excited because I have for years been using our lavender, lemon, and peppermint, and I heard this is going to be even more amazing, and it's already set where I can ingest it so I don't have to make capers of my own. I can just eat it up. That's relatable. It's real. And it's what people see. And it's going to take a second because I want that to absorb. I hope those little bits on that help. What else am I supposed to talk about? Because I've been rambling now. Let's see. Number 1 is getting everything in front of oodles of people, the things that you love. And know this, people are drawn to you and your personality. So that whole I like you, those people in your sphere that you speak with, they already like you. So you don't have to convince them of anything. You don't have to. I hear people say, I'm so worried because I feel like I'm selling people and I don't want to sell people anything. And will you knock it off? In today's world, that is so 20 years ago, people don't care. People know that you're selling your oils, or at least they should know that you are an oily person. So when they ask your opinion, give your opinion. I really like XYZ of the 2 oils here. What did I tell you? I am addicted to the Cedar Bliss, not Cedar Bliss, Red Cedar Bliss. I'm addicted. I love it. But Brian likes the season essentials, right? That's my opinion. That doesn't mean I'm telling you can only get to the Red Cedar Bliss. That's the only one. And people aren't looking at you like you're just towing the line. Just be honest with your opinion. What do you love and why do you love it? And when people ask you, give your opinion. It would be like going in to get your hair cut, asking the lady what she thinks about a style, and then going, I don't know. She's trying to sell me on a haircut. I don't know if I like her opinion. You're there for her opinion. They're asking you for your opinion. If a conversation continues, so if I'm out doing my thing and I'm chatting with a person and it gets to the point where I'm handing them a flyer, I don't wonder, oh man, are they going to think I'm selling them products? Yeah, duh. The products are listed. There's a spot to go purchase the products. Of course I think I'm selling the products, but that doesn't make my opinion any less valid. I'm telling what I like, what makes me happy, and what I think would help them. But they get to do whatever they want. My opinion is valid, even though I'm selling. You'll hear people say, I'm telling you about this thing, but I don't get any kickback or anything. So like that changes whether or not their opinion is good. My opinion still matters, and so does yours. Stop second guessing yourself. Let's see, duplication, first conversation. We talked about that. How do you do one-on-ones? My one-on-ones are exactly what I just showed you. If it gets to the point we're going to sit down and we're going to chit-chat, then I do just like I said. And it's specific to the conversation. It will always involve one of our premium starter kits. Everybody either needs to start with Ninja Red, they need to start with some oils, or they need to start with our Thieves. Like that's a broad range. I can talk about that in any capacity. Those are just some of the things, but then I'll make it more specific to them. So if it was talking to somebody about the aches and pains, right? And so we sat down, it would be our Ninja Red because of so many things that it does. And then I would probably talk about our Cool Azul Pain Relief Cream. I would talk about Omega Gize, how important it is for the joints. I would talk about our BLM and our Sulfurzyme. And I would give them a few things, 4 or 5 things that are amazing, and say, okay, did you want to start with like everything right now? Or do you want to start with just a few of them? I'll pause again. You might need to write that down. So at the end of talking, I give them a chance to get the product, right? So I say, do you want to start with everything we just talked about? Or do you just want to start with part of it? What really spoke to you? Now, the reason I do that is because I don't know how much money, what their investment is. I don't know what they can do. It just puts it right back into their hand. So they can start with whatever they want, and it's an easy way to finish it, right? So do you want to start with everything right now, or do you want to get half now and maybe the rest next month? Do you want to start with everything right now? Or if we're doing just oils, which of those beautiful diffusers really jumps out at you? Which one would you like to start with? Which one of these kits are you thinking is going to work for you? Do you want that Ninja Red and the Thieves, or do you want just the Thieves products right now? Which way do you want to start? All of those are what are called closing lines. Or Vicky Opfer uses, let's go ahead and get you some. So we've talked about it. We did our thing. Let's go ahead and get you some. Which ones do you want? I'm saying I love the which one would you like to? So I gave them a few things. And like I said, when I talk about that Omega Gize, and I talk about the sulfur, and I talk about the BLM, and I talk about the Agiles, I give them bibbits. Just bibbits. So they could go, well, when you said XYZ about such and such, I really think that one might be a good one. Fantastic. Let's add it to the list. What else would you like to add? So I don't just go, they go, oh, I think I'm going to go ahead with that BLM you talked about. That sounded really great. Excellent. Got BLM down. What else are you thinking about? What else would you like to do? I really would encourage that Ninja Red. I'm telling you, you're going to feel it in every single cell of your body. So I'm encouraging you to XYZ. This is part of the reason why I still do, I'm an old-fashioned woman. I still do hard copy applications. I know there's lots of them out there you can download and use. There's the one on my website that you can use, Shannon Hudson YL. I like it because they filled out the top. Now we're just putting out all the goodness, everything that they want right in there. And so at that point, when we've picked everything that they want to get, I say, now, did you want to add some of this stuff to next month? Like the stuff we didn't get. Do you want to add that self-resign to next month? You want to add whatever it is. And usually I'll get yeah, I think I'll do that. That way it divides it up. That's a fantastic idea. Great. I'm so happy for you. That's amazing. So when we're filling it out, I usually stop about halfway through picking all the stuff. And I say, listen, we've got this great program, Loyalty Rewards. You're going to get all kinds of goodness out of it. We're going to go ahead and order it through that. And then next month, you can change everything in there and you can add the other stuff. That way you're going to get back money that you can use for free stuff. I'm loving that idea. And I just glide right over that. And I'm telling you, 100% of my time, 100%, if I'm enrolling people, we're throwing it right into the Loyalty Rewards. Just right in there like it's just it's a done deal. And if you're talking business, right? This is a business class. There is no better way to assure yourself of having that stability. People that have been in forever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. That Loyalty Rewards makes that happen. It just gives them that long-term, they stay in. They just do. The numbers are there. Chris Opfert has a great class that he does. Rose Crown Diamond. Chris Opfert has a great class talking about the percentages and how much they go up. Just getting people started on Loyalty Rewards versus just selling them a kit. How many times have you sold somebody an oil kit and you never hear from them again? You sell somebody an oil kit and that bonding didn't happen. They didn't hear about the other products or what they're going to do with their stuff, and they never purchase again. And how long will just oils last? Well, that's a long time. How long does a bottle of lavender last? That 5 ml bottle of lavender, it lasts a minute. And then they come back. You know, our top 10 items that are sold in Young Living are the same items that come in the Everyday Oil Kit, because people fall in love with the one oil that they played with, but it takes them 6 months to a year to use it before they have to replace that oil, right? Or when you're starting to use consumables, our Ninja Red as a consumable, you drink how many ounces a day? At least 2 ounces, right? So what do they need tomorrow? 2 ounces. What do they need the next day? 2 ounces. What do they need at the end of a month? Another 4 bottles. That's business. That's teaching it. But do you know what else it does? When people are using the products, they're feeling better. They have more energy. They want to tell other people because their life has been changed. I am very big on teaching about our supplements and taking our Ninja Red is like number 9 on the products that are sold the most in Young Living. That shocks me. That if we just as a company increase the amount of Ninja Red that's sold, the OGV across the board would go up. But more importantly, the thought, the energy, the focus, and the duplicating, because people would have the energy and the, oh my gosh, I feel so good, and they would tell other people. It's just good business. So that is closing. That is how you do that. How do you overcome when somebody has objections? First of all, I don't try to make anybody do anything. But the thing that people are saying is, I don't know that I'll really use this. I don't know that this will really make me feel better. I don't know that it's worth the investment because I don't know that I would use this. This is the importance of making them understand how amazing these are. Happy. Do you think people, after I say this is happy in a bottle, do you think people fly through their lemon? They fly through their lemon. They drink it in their water, they're breathing it, and they're diffusing it. They fly through it because it is happy and they know they're going to use this product. When I talk about thieves, giving that strength and that, man, this is going to help keep your entire family healthy. You're going to throw that thieves on their feet and diffuse it nonstop all the time. And when the kids leave for school, have them rub it on their hands, and when they come home, let's clean that environment and rub it right back on their hands. Are they going to fly through their thieves? And do they see a reason that they need this, that it's a value? I'll use this. Oh, that peppermint? If I'm using peppermint every single morning when I wake up, and anytime I am tired, girl, I drag all the time, I'm going to go through that peppermint. It's got a value, an intrinsic value. So yes, this is worth it for me. So you have to do that in that conversation. Again, the science doesn't make them see they need it forever. What does it is that emotion, that picture of it being in their home. When I talk about the diffusers, I always say, oh my gosh, you're going to get a diffuser with one of the oil kits, whichever one you do, and you're going to want to put, you know, your diffuser wherever you want it. But I am here to tell you, you're going to need some extra diffusers because you're going to want them in your bedroom. They're going to be able to help you sleep and wake up in the morning. You're going to want one in your bathroom because gross, you definitely need one in the bathroom. Am I saying? You're going to want one in the basement. Listen, we live in Michigan. We got the creepy crawlies all over. I love having my diffuser in the basement. And then, you know, somewhere beautiful in your living room so that you guys get it every day. When you come home, you can just flip that diffuser on. Good things are going to happen. Now, the reason I say that, and many of you guys have probably heard me say that before, is because I walked them through their home. When I said in your bedroom, their brain went, oh, where would I put that in my bedroom? When I said in your bathroom and I said, ew, gross, they went, oh, gross. They just had a need they didn't even know they had for their nasty bathroom. They got to have a diffuser in there. They went, yes, I do. When I talked about the basement, they were like, oh, and they're visualizing that place where they got the creepy crawlies and where they would put it and what they would put in. So in their brain, they already have made the decision to not only get one diffuser, but definitely going to need one in the bathroom, and eventually I'm going to get one in the basement, and they already did it. So by the time we get to the end where we're filling out the application, they need it. They're okay with it. They have already justified it in their heart that they're going to do this. They've already justified in their heart. Do you understand what that does for you? The closing does not happen at the very end. The closing happens when they're seeing a future of these products in their life forever. That's where it happens. The sharing and deciding to do it as a business doesn't happen because I said, would you like to build a business, or let's get you a brand partner kit? That's not when that happens. They decide they're going to share this when we talk about their sister and what's happening in their sister's life. They decide they're going to share it when we talk about those aches and pains in their Uncle Ed. They decide they're going to share it because of the same emotional connection. Why did you decide you were going to share it? You didn't decide to share it because you're like, I'm going to have this amazing business. None of us came in like that. Okay, well, most of us didn't come in. I didn't come in like that. I shared it because my life had been radically and dramatically changed. I went from all of the stuff that I had happening to God just radically changing my life. So I decided to share because of that. So you know, that's the reason they're going to decide too. That's the reason you're going to decide. We have to give them that moment. It happens during the whole process. It is an emotional decision that is made. And they're deciding when that end, all we're doing is negotiating how much are they going to get started with. Are they going to get started with the oil kit and their diffuser and they'll get their Ninja Red later? Are they going to get just the whole kit and the caboodle? And that happens. Don't limit the possibilities. Say, what would you like to start with? Do you want to get everything right now? Or do you want to just get a little bit of it? Do you want to put some on this order and some on next month's order? You're rolling that in there. That makes it duplicatable because that's what they're going to have their people do. That's how they're going to share. That's how they're going to close. Those closings matter. So overcoming excuses are taken throughout the entire conversation. They don't have to think that through. And I throw prices out there. So I say you can get a kit. You can get started from anywhere from $150 to $350 depending on what you want to get started with. And I say that somewhere through the thing. So the number's already there. They already have that. And I know some of you are like, that's ridiculous because they can really get started with a lip balm. They can get started with a lip balm. They can, Shannon, just a lip balm. And you're right. They totally can become a customer with a lip balm. But I don't think that lip balm is going to change their life forever. I'm about long term. I'm about making sure that these people, I have an opportunity to speak into their life and to change their life, their kids' lives, their significant others' lives, their family members' lives, and all of the friends that they know, the people they come in contact. It's not one human being. It's all of the human beings that those people know, that those people know, that those people know, that those people know. That's what makes MLM network marketing the best tool out there. Because we can reach so many lives, so many tendrils. So yeah, they could get started with a lip balm, and I'm happy for any of my people that would do that. As long as they get in, I'm happy. But I really want to see that long-term light bulb. that flicker, that energy that they haven't had, all of those things. That's what we get to help them with. So it's around 150 to 350 depending on what you get started with. I'm so excited. And keep talking about it. Don't worry. Oh my gosh, you guys, I've got like 11 minutes. Let me see. Loyalty rewards, we talked about it. I just roll that right in there. If you've got customers and they're not on loyalty rewards, the best way to do that is, number one, reach out to your customers on a regular basis. Not just a blast email. Those are fantastic. They have a place. But if this is a customer of yours, a specific customer of yours, or maybe a brand partner who hasn't been doing much, they need you to text them. They need you to say, hey, how's it going? We haven't talked in a long time. I hope everything is well. How are the kids? How is your husband? How is life? Communicate like a normal human being. Contrary to what you guys think, I don't only talk about Young Living. I have lots of interests. I am a Gigi, I am a mama, I am a wife. I'm involved in lots of different things that I do. Like I'm out and about, right? So I have other things. So I can communicate with people and text people and or call people and just chit chat on life. If you signed them up last month and they got 3 new things, you're gonna message them right after they get it. Did you get your stuff? Do you have any questions on what you need to do with it? Hey, make sure you take that piece and call me and put it in the diffuser. You can also put some on some cotton balls and throw them in your kid's backpack. So maybe when she's coming home from school, she's not gonna be as frustrated. It'll help her feel more calm. Or you can grab that cedar wood. Did you buy some cedar wood? I don't know if you did. It's gonna help her to be able to focus a little bit more when she's in classes. This is communication. So this is texting, this is calling, this is a phone. I know it's actually like this now, but you're gonna communicate with those people, communicate with your customers, and then, sorry, big truck just went by, and then make sure when you're talking to them and they're like, oh yeah, I better add that cedar wood and I better add whatever it was you guys were talking about. Fantastic. Listen, I don't know if I told you, and I'm so sorry if I skipped it. We have this amazing program where you can get all kinds of money for free products, and I don't think I told you about it. The next time you place your order, instead of hitting quick order or add to cart, there's a button right next to it called loyalty rewards. Just click on that loyalty button and it's going to add it into a different cart that's going to go out 1 day a month, and you can put all of your goodness in there, and then Young Living is going to give you a % back that you're going to be able to use to get all kinds of free stuff. And I'm so sorry I didn't have you do that in the beginning. I don't know how we missed it, but I'm really sorry about that. I just don't want you to miss that goodness anymore. Now, do you see what a sweet way that was? You took all that blame on yourself. You very well could have told them to do it the first time. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're right. It doesn't matter. It just matters that they make that transition, because they really do get so much goodness back when they're ordering it the right way. So that's a quick way to do it. Notice I did not go into, in your first 3 months, you will get this %, and on your next 12 months. I didn't do that. I don't need that. For my greens that need that, do you know what they will do? They will look it up because they want the details. The rest of them, they just want to know. They just tell me what to do. I'll just do whatever you tell me to do. There's so many decisions in life. Let's see. How do we help our customers transition to brand partner? Did you see how I did that? I did that during the conversation. We're talking about sister, we're talking about brother, and then we just say, oh, we better grab you that $15 brand partner kit so that you're able to get paid on all that good stuff. That's all that I do. So I don't push the brand partner. I don't say, do you want to build a business? I don't any of that. And that's even for my people that have been ordering for a long time. I don't talk to them about becoming a brand partner. I talk to them about and that's even when you're talking to your customers. So you're like, oh, I seen you limping the other day. Did you grab some Cool Azul? Did I ever tell you about Cool Azul? Let me tell you about Cool Azul, girl. And you're going to chit chat. And then I would say something like, does that knee thing run in the family? Is that everybody? Oh, your sister too? Oh, your Uncle Bob? Oh my goodness. Girl, you can so help your Uncle Bob. It's the same. It never changes. For me, it is always the same, and it makes it really simplistic. It's easy for me to roll with it. I don't have to think about it. We're just always gonna, whatever you have going on, it's real easy to say, is that something like everybody in your family? Does everybody have Hershey squirts? Like, is that across the board? You guys all got that going on? Listen, we need to get you some MyCP Daily. It's going to be amazing. It's going to help tighten that up so it comes like it's supposed to have normal, healthy bowel movements. We're going to get you some Essential Zyme, and it might be the whole family, same stuff that's been going on. Maybe some Life 9 in there. That might be something really good that's going to help. And Do you see how I literally went and I took them back by the hand and said, oh, it's everybody. Listen, these are things we can do. So that's how I do with the brand partners. How do we share with new people? We started that at the beginning. I think I have to end. I think I'm going to go ahead and stop there. Make sure you're helping your people go in right away and sign up for their commissions. Make sure they go in and they change that over so that they're going to get paid for the stuff that they do, so that they don't have a wait for getting their checks. Make sure that is one of the things you do when you're first, when they get their brand partner kick. So you've already got 2 or 3 people they're enrolling. Notice they're enrolling, not me putting under them. These are people they are enrolling and sponsor. They're their people. Make sure they get their check set up. Make sure you show them how to get their link, so that they can, when they're sharing online or they're texting, they can send that. You can even take them and show them how to do the deep link. So if they are madly, passionately in love with ICP Daily, because I helped, right? They need a deep link to be able to share that with the rest of the family who's going through the same thing. So make sure you're taking your people through those basics so that they're able to get a paycheck. Show them where the loyalty reward is so that they can add that and edit that. Make sure you're showing them deep link and their basic link, doing that for them in the very beginning. Especially if you have people that aren't real online savvy, you can just send them their link so they have it. If somebody asks, they will have that already made for them. All right, you guys, I try not to do the hour-long ones, but I had so much I wanted to share. So I hope this really spoke to you. I hope that it helps. If there's more that you would like to know, like you'd like me to go deeper into any of those topics, let me know. We'll turn it into a brand partner class all by itself. So if you want me to really go over the excuses that you hear all the time and break down each one, you know, there's like 15 basics and how you help people handle that. If you need more closing lines for getting people to actually enroll and get started, I'll do whatever you need. That's what I'm here for. All right, you guys, just a quick reminder, our lunch and learn for Saturday is completely sold out. We don't have any extra spaces. It's going to be completely packed. So, but our next one will be May 21st. I think it's on my website. So if you're wanting to join us in person for a lunch and learn, in Michigan, we would love to have you. It's a 3-hour class. Make sure you register, and when it fills up, it's filled. All right, guys, love you. We'll chat later.